Days after senior advocate Dushyant Dave stepped down as the president of the Supreme Court Bar Association, senior advocate and ex-SCBA president Vikas Singh has written to the Supreme Court's registrar to bring the matter to notice of the Chief Justice of India. Now, in his letter, Vikas Singh has urged Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde to constitute a bench to examine the issues entailed in Dave's exit so that the stalemate within the current executive committee could be resolved and elections be held at the earliest.
The 14th of January, Supreme Court Bar Association President Dushyant Dave tendered his resignation. The reason cited was end of tenure and roadblocks in conducting virtual elections. With no president of the SCBA and confusion over elections, former chairman of SCBA has written to the Chief Justice of India and has sought intervention to end the stalemate. He senses a larger design.
My letter to the CJI today was that if something is not done today itself, and the election committee is SCBA is directed to make the payment for the online platform which is going to do the election on the 29th. Then the 29th date will go because tomorrow the nominations were to start and they were to conclude day after tomorrow. So if this is not happening today, but unfortunately the CJI did not list the matter, so that is why no orders could be passed. But I believe the SCBA is again meeting today and they are going to decide something. We don't know what has happened in that decision as yet.
Former Supreme Court Bar Association head, Senior Advocate Vikas Singh, raises questions over Senior Advocate Dushyant Dave's resignation. He says attempts are being made to stall elections. He calls the resignation a farce and says it is time there's intervention from the court.
In his letter, Vikas Singh has mentioned that Dave's tenure was to end on the 13th of December. And the executive committee that met last week deliberately delayed conveying their decision to the election committee.
Well, firstly, he doesn't want to give up the presidentship, so he's somehow wanting to cling to it. Secondly, he feels that if somebody strong comes to power in the SCBA and things start getting back to normal, because he has done nothing, he has had no dialogue with the Chief Justice of India, and he has been completely uncommunicative, and he has not taken any efforts to take care of the problems of the bar. So he's worried that if somebody takes over and starts doing some proactive steps, then he will get exposed. So his purpose is somehow to delay the election so that this hiatus of there being nobody representing the SCBA continues longer. So that's the whole attempt of somehow delaying this election.
The rift in the SCBA is now out in the open. Will the deadlock end with the intervention of the judges? Bureau Report, Republic TV.